I picked up a very bare bones in stock Sendero at a swap meet. I can't get it to run with the stock receiver and DSC and transmitter and receiver. It's just not cooperating. However, didn't matter. I paid $100. I thought it was a steal. Everything is there. Nothing's broken. Even the body's in okay shape. I don't plan on running this body. It's pretty rough. It's got a few breaks. Probably just to lower the body on a little lower. The antenna is my favorite thing in Sendero. I've never put one on any rig, but I have a few. Just collect it. I should use them. And well, I don't plan on doing any of this. I already started pulling the things off that don't really work. And well, we're gonna try our luck at a power wagon, and we're gonna try to go in and have fun on the rocks with a new budget build. This is actually the Proline Comp Wagon. I love it. It's got louvers everywhere and lots of texture. I don't know what we're gonna do. I have some champagne color. I think it's gonna be great. Anywho, we'll perhaps a bit lower than that. Comp wagon. So I've already started pulling stuff apart, and I've already started deciding what I'm gonna do. I have some wheel options. I think that we're gonna help this rig. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think it'll be an upgrade. I don't know if it'll be too much, but there is a broken hub, so naturally we have to fix that. I think we're gonna stick with the motor, and the servo is gonna burn out, but we're just gonna leave it alone. And yeah, it's gonna be fun. So I'm gonna be going through a little of what I think I'm gonna do. I think for starters, we're gonna move the rear shock towers forward to the forwardmost position. I think we're gonna try to go all the way up to the front. We all know how inclining our shocks makes us so much more competitive. And well, we can't deny facts, and even if it doesn't work, we're still gonna do it. So I don't remember if this works or not. Let's see. It does not work, however. We can drill holes. Should we drill holes? Where's that gonna put us here? Not sure. So I decided what to do. I flipped over the shock towers, and I then moved the support as far forward as I possibly could. I used one of the stock holes to support, and I'm gonna drill some holes now. Back it up with some lock nuts or something. I hope I don't weaken the chassis. So, progress. The shock mounts have been moved and remounted. The cab is still not mounted. It's still a bit loose. However, I am happy with the shock location. I think it's got very good articulation. It's awesome. Everything you expect from these Enduros. I think they just do so well. I mean, look at this. There's a little flex on the chassis. I really am liking where this is going. Unfortunately, the cab does not center with the stock sliders, and I'm gonna have to do without them. I'm just gonna replace them with some Amazon metal ones. Give me a few places to mount, or I'll figure something out, but they definitely don't. It just doesn't line up center. So it needs to go over about a quarter into the box. And anywho, I really like how these turned out though. I gotta spray this down with some WD-40 and get it cleaned out. Still doesn't run. That's not the problem. I think this Power Wagon is gonna be great. We're also I see that the center of the cab is gonna have to be. There's obviously these cutouts that I didn't do yet, and it looks like I'm gonna have to do some cutting away for the drive shaft, because it definitely hits and it actually moves a little bit farther forward. I'm not sure on location for the cab yet, but I'm gonna end up removing everything: bumpers, sliders, and I'm gonna use shock keys for here. I'm gonna put them horizontal with the options back here. Hopefully I'll get the options somewhere in this area and move those shock locations as well. We're gonna keep the stock plastics in these. I've never had a problem with them. I think they're really light. This thing is gonna be awesome. The saga continues with this budget. I have made some changes. I haven't decided yet on the Pro lines or the Concepts. These are a little bit smaller, a little more scale, obviously not cool, but they're the J Concept Hunk. They are a very similar tire, and I don't know. Anywho, with the setup that I have on these wheels, which is, I could not fit it on the stock hub, so I ended up adding a couple of millimeters to it. I think it's twice as thick as a 6, and I believe that is it's a 10. So there you go, 4 mil wider, and it did it. That was all I needed. It's nice and free, no binding. I think the wheels are stick. I don't know about the wagon wheels. I think we're gonna go with a fancy Power Wagon. All my trucks are rusty, and I think I need a nice one. Thanks.
So here we are out on the rocks, of course, KKRC trail. Finally finished putting this thing back together from where I started my swap meet rebuild. We ended up going with the Pro line tires. They are that good. It's the G8 compound. We're running a Hobby Wing 1080 SE, of course, tuned how I like, and the 1080 is perfect for that. You can set up however you like to run. It's slow, fast, whatever you like. Truck ended up being really light. Split about 70-30 weight distribution. There's very little frills on here. There's an ESC motor. It's running the Sendero with the 6% overdrive in the front, all stock. We went with a red and gold paint job on here as opposed to the champagne, and I couldn't regret it. The truck looks great. Of course, it is no longer nice and shiny. It's got some road rash. Well, rock rash, I should say. We took it out to KKRC Trail to test out, well, everything. And there's some adjustments that could be made, but for the most part, anyone would be happy to crawl with this thing. It does really good. It's so smooth, slow. It's not very fast, but man, it just crawls over most things people have to bash through. I had a piece of carbon fiber, so I just cut out a bed for it and put some stickers on it. Nothing fancy, but very light. Stock chassis, stock shock mounts, stock steering. I did add a new servo, just something from Amazon, like a 25 kilogram servo that I had just because I have those. We went to Trill wheels and some Amazon brass patties for the front and the rear. They're both really big, and it just kind of keeps all that weight stuck to the ground. The trail never disappoints here. As we go through the video, it's in a bit of a chronological order what we put our trucks to here in Milwaukee, and with the terrain we have available at the park, it never gets old. This is one of my favorite areas here. It's hard to explain it unless you're actually looking at it, so enjoy the visuals. Hope you're enjoying my Element Sendero restomod rebuild. We went from $100 swap meet find to a crawling machine. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions regarding where I'm crawling, what I did to this poor man's LCG build, how I painted it, how my settings are on my ESC, anything at all, feel free. Like most of us out there, I do a lot of this work on a little bit of time here and there. They're always time-consuming. They're always challenging. They're always fun. It's not about how much you're spending. It's how you're spending it. And you know, other than the ESC and the wheels, I had most of this stuff laying around: the tires, the paint. Sometimes you just have to do it. And if you're gonna be broke, you might as well be broke and happy. Go out, get some fresh air, take a crawler with you. See you soon.